All right. So hopefully some really exciting announcements coming out today, I hope, or very soon about conference. If you didn't see the post I think it was the Power Collective, right? Um,
Mhm.
the dates that we have heard, just so that you can plan ahead a little before you get the email, is the weekend of July 18th. Hold on, let me look at my calendar. 18th, 19th, 20th. So if that helps you in your planning, I know it's less than 2 months away, down to the wire. It would be that weekend, and the city, last we heard, was going to be Atlanta because it is affordable. The flights are very inexpensive comparatively to other cities, and with it being so close, they really wanted to choose something that was as affordable to as many people as possible. Anything else on that?
Yeah, no, I think they're working on the agenda now, and just yeah, more information's coming soon. But because it's so close, they want to just get save the dates out there.
Yeah, that's a really great way to put it. It's like a save the date. But they already are talking with the venue and everything. So I think the details are getting pretty close to buttoned up. So yay, hopefully as many people can come. I already bought my flight. Yeah, Nicole, there is one. They're working on solidifying that detail. We have a board meeting today at noon, so we'll find out if we get the email today or if, we told them please as soon as possible. We'll make sure to communicate that as well if it's not going to be today, when it will be. Um, Hopefully, all of you have noticed and joined the Abby in Action group for the Summer Glow Up event that is going on this week. There's so much engagement already in there. I think it's going to be so good. Whole planned agenda for today and tomorrow. Is it the next day too? 29th
Hmm.
through 29th? Yes.
Yeah,
I'm losing my mind with the dates from this long weekend.
yeah.
Do you guys have any questions about that event while we're on? We have something like $1,200 in prizes that are being given out. So it's going to be really fun.
The group's grown, what is it, over 300 people already?
Yeah,
I think.
I think just like today, it's over
Yeah.
150. Yeah, let me look and see how many people are in there now. Yeah, so people are really excited. Just
Over
a
400
reminder.
people.
Yeah, 1.6 thousand. Just a reminder, the best way to invite people to that group instead of clicking that invite button is to actually copy the link. They don't have to order to win anything. That's just one of the ways to win. There are different entries for that, and I do think there's going to be some participation prizes as well. So
Yes.
different ways for people to get entered. That's a good question. But it'll be good. It's going to be informative. There's also just going to be some fun things. Let me see. The post this morning made it seem like you had to. Um, oh, I didn't edit that one. No, I'm just kidding. Um, no, I know there's definitely participation prizes, because we talked about those. Let's see. Okay, so there's have a chance to win if you join, if you purchase. Yeah, maybe we could add about participation in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
that's
definitely other
not
ways.
super clear.
Yeah, definitely other ways. But if you invite people, one thing I did in one of my other groups is I posted a little like, hey, I've had a lot of questions about my new skincare business. We're having a really awesome, fun summer glow up event this week. If any of you want to check it out, there's lots of prizes, lots of information, no pressure to buy. And then I pasted the link, and that is a fine way. Just don't click that mass invite button and invite everybody on your friends list. And I think that's what happened. If any of you saw that message, I got a couple questions this morning. Um, that about the 1,000 people that were denied, it was somebody that a couple people had like mass added like 500 people. So that's who were accidentally denied. It wasn't like all of everybody else. So yeah, I told my guests the same thing, Nicole. I don't think you have to. I think just you get more entries if you do purchase. It's kind of like if you remember, if you were in Color Street, those of you that were, how we would do just different ways to win prizes. And some of the bigger prizes, it would be if you purchase today or between these dates, you're entered to win these big prizes. And then there are different prizes for different things. Anything else on that, Amber?
Nope, I think that's good. I would just really focus on getting everybody in there. If you're not in there, you can still join. It's totally okay.
Yeah.
Um, Yesterday I used it as a reason to touch base with anybody who's ever done a scam with me, anybody who's ever
Mm.
remotely been interested and just invited into this fun, free event. And a lot of people took me up on it. So
Oh,
definitely
that's a
worth
good
having the
idea.
conversations. Yeah.
That's a good idea to go through your analysis list.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's some people on mine that I don't know. I don't even know who they are, and I'm wondering how they got the link, but there are emails now, so you can send an email if you don't know who it is. Perfect, Bobby. Any other ways that you guys are utilizing this event, questions on it, success you've had already with having people join the event, anything like that? How are you guys doing with the bundle sales? I've personally feel like it's been easier for me to get for people who were really confused about the whole analysis and overwhelmed by it. It's been a lot easier for me to have conversations with them. Like this girl reached out to me last week who has scanned like 4 times every time I send her to the website and she's never pulled the trigger. It's just a lot, and she's always like, "Can I just come over? I need to try it. I need to see it." So finally last week she messaged me that her face is really dry because she had a surgery, and she's like, my skin is so dry, I have to do something. So I recommended a thirst quencher bundle. I think it's called thirst quencher bundle for her, and I actually took over those items that would be in the bundle, my testers, and let her test it. Yeah, I like building and so she tested exactly what's going to be in the bundle. It wasn't a custom cream, but it was a great baby step for her. And then she asked me to add on a wrinkles active, and then she was like, "Can I just Venmo you and you can place this order for me?" That's totally fine. Just make sure you use their email. That way it doesn't link to your account as an ambassador, and their shipping address and everything like that. And you can use that Welcome Abby 10 code. And I feel like those bundles are really good, almost like a gateway into our whole line. Anybody else have success with those or ways that you've sold those?
So I didn't have success with the bundles yet, but I will say I tried the like bulk order for the cleansers,
Hmm?
and that went well. So I had 3 people order it, and one of them like had said she really likes her current skincare, but she was willing to try a cleanser to
Hmm?
kind of. So I think like getting them started on one product is nice. Obviously, I don't want to get in the habit of doing bulk orders because
Yes.
I'm kind of over that. But I think that worked out well. And then so the only thing that I would suggest for people that hadn't tried it yet is maybe do it when you're going to reorder. Because I was hoping to get to that $150 mark. I had already just placed an order 2 weeks ago for like the items I didn't have yet that I wanted, and I wish I would have combined it to try to get the free shipping. So basically, I covered the shipping from the website, but I charged them for the shipping out. So it was like a loss of 10 for me, but I'll get the commission. So it's probably
Yes.
like a break even. But if
Yeah.
I can get 3 new people on, it's worth it for me.
Yeah, that's a great point. Wait till you're gonna reorder and then just add a bunch of stuff to it. Yeah, that's a really good point. I don't know if you guys saw, we talked about it. No, I don't know if we talked about it here. I've talked about it everywhere because I think it's so awesome. One of our ambassadors is in a salon, and she said that's kind of what she's been doing to get orders and have success is they'll try one thing. And she said every single person so far that's tried one thing has come back to her salon within days to get more stuff. So I definitely think that getting them to dip their toes in the water and see that the stuff is really good with just one product, one or two is a really good way to go. I know, Rachel, it would be cool to have sample sizes. I think even just like the feel and the smell, everybody that's come to my house to try it, they've all ordered or joined because they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing."
The
Um,
second they put it on the back of their hand, they're like, whoop,
yeah, exactly.
immediate.
Yeah. But with that said, think about your local network too as a good place to start and how you could get them either to come over or just like you don't have to have a party. I haven't had one yet. I haven't had like I want to, but I haven't. But I've just been telling people if they want to come over and try my testers. And for this girl, she had surgery, so I just dropped the testers off in a little bag on her porch. She dropped them back off when she was done using them, and now that was an order of $86 for me. So got to try all those things. I know that we've talked about this before, but it's a different sale than like an impulse buy. Skincare is really closely related to like a wellness item because it has to do with the health of your skin. And so people take a little more time, they're a little more cautious and do a little more research. So it is definitely a more time consuming sale. But I feel really good that everybody who has purchased has really loved the products. Bobby, that's a good question. Yeah, if you sell a bundle, the products that are in bundles are not in lab, so I would assume those are eligible for returns.
And Jen, just to kind of add on what you were saying, yeah, it is like not an impulse buy. It's a little bit slower of a build, but once you get those people, those initial people, then you can get them on that auto ship coming, and then that is passive business month after month, which is really cool about this.
Yeah. And again, don't be afraid to ask for referrals. One of my customers, I'm literally dying at her results, like her skin, and she cannot even believe it. And so, a way to make, of course, she does not want to be an ambassador, but a way to build on that is, hey, I'd really appreciate it if you tell your friends or post this on your Facebook, if you're comfortable, and tag me. That way, you can get the word out there a little bit more with people who are loving it too.
Yeah, and you can even like to think about party non-party on a post, right? Like, hey, if you collect 3 orders, I'm gonna give you a face wash,
Mhm.
or 5 orders, your next in lab is on me. Like that's worth it. Reward them for referrals as well if they really come through.
Yeah. Debbie, what's your question?
Here we go. Let me get unmuted. So my question was, I know that we can build our customers bundle based upon their analysis.
Mhm.
I was doing that for a customer Sunday. And when I did it, is there a way to save it so they can see it and finalize their purchase? Because when I would get out of it, she didn't see it. And then when
So,
she tried to redo it, it made her scan again.
yeah,
So it was a
when
little
you
clunky.
when you add everything to the cart for her, go
Mhm.
to the address bar, copy that link that you just add, the link, and give her that link.
Okay. Okay.
So it,
So
yeah,
go to the top of the address bar of my where I'm doing it and then just
yes,
send her that link. Now
yes.
there's a copy link or send link aspect on there, but it still wasn't giving it to her. So I need to probably do it at the top. Yeah, there was something that said send to customer or something. I don't, that
Yeah,
could be me thinking
yeah.
about something different,
The link in the
which is
back
easy
office
to do.
is how you access her scan. You build that cart and then just
Hmm.
take the address bar of
Got
once it's built and send her that. Yeah.
it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I have some others I want to do that too. And actually, that was on my list of things to message you about today.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And then
Check.
and you have that little graphic to send as well, right?
I'm
I'll
trying
send
to
it to you.
remember. Yeah, send it to me. Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Hmm.
And I love Amanda's graphic that she shared with us last week, where it will have, she built basically what the items would be in the Glow Trio based on their scan results for people who had not made a purchase. She went to the analysis and then she created a graphic in Canva showing them what the products would be. Because we've had a lot of feedback when they do an analysis and it recommends the products. It does look like a lot initially. I will say, I've tried a few other companies and it's not even a fraction of what theirs do. I couldn't even believe one. I had to scroll 6 pages. I was like, which things would I even get? So I don't think ours is as bad as that, but it is a lot. So putting it into a graphic that's really simple and saying you'll get this, this, and this, and it's 119. I think that's a really clever way to go about your follow-up as well. What other questions do you guys have, or things that have gone well this week? Or I saw we've had some people join with the $49 customer add-on, so that's fantastic.
I did have a question about that.
Yeah,
Did that email go out to everyone who has ordered and scanned so far, or just ordered?
just ordered.
Okay.
Ooh, Debbie, that will be fun. An open house. Awesome. That's on my list to do very, very soon as well. I have a local
So
teammate in the neighborhood though.
May-cember wraps up
Uh,
here.
yes. I didn't even, at the beginning of May, you said that, and I was like, wonder why she said May, December, but now I get it.
It's like every single school, presentations, sports, graduations, part, like it's so much.
I know, and I feel like June, I already have like three-fourths booked too. I'm like, what is happening? Auto ship, that's a good question, Penny. It's ready to go. We just asked if we could test it first and go over all the details before we push it out. So I'm sure we'll get more information about that on the call today as well. And there were people testing out the affiliate enrollment last week too. So those both should be pretty close. Did they say we're waiting till June 1st to start auto ship though? Because they want it to be on a, I think.
On a month. Yeah.
Mhm. I think that auto ship and also ambassadors ordering under replenishment, they're hoping to start on a full month, and e-wallet as well. So lots of questions for our call today. Maybe I should write those all down. What other things do you guys have questions, comments, concerns? What else was affiliate? Sorry.
Are there any tools that you need from us that we could help you guys with to help make your life easier?
Did somebody say that email from back office is working now? Okay,
Not
I received an email from Teresa.
That's
Oh, no.
And
Yeah.
is that from the form?
yeah, that's why we had
Okay.
everyone that joined. Yeah, that was the main
Okay.
reason to fill out the form. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Whenever I saw that, I was like, oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, actually, I need to add that to my list of questions because that's been on it for now like 6 weeks. Email teammates. We need a way to email our teammates.
Yes, we do.
Oh, another thing that would be lovely to have, it may not be high on the priority list, is once they place an order, it would be nice to still have access to their scan. Because once it goes to order, you can't see, like, can't send them a link to their scan or open it and look at it, that type of thing. But
Mhm.
most everyone that I've talked to, my customer wise, they have asked, or at least half of them have asked me to go back and look at their scan and look at their percentages is what they're looking, because they want to compare their percentages.
Mhm.
And they didn't save it, so they're asking me what their percentages are. It would be nice to have that link from their scan to be able to get that information to them.
Tell them, I mean, it should be in their email. Their initial scan with the numbers should be if they search Abby in their email. Um,
Yeah, I think they just delete it.
yeah, they probably do. Penny, that's a really good idea.
I can see the percentages in the orders. So I don't know why you can't, Tiffany. Like when you click on the order and you scroll down, the percentages are there.
Oh,
You're so smart.
No
Thank you.
I mean,
problem.
maybe is that newish? Maybe I just haven't pulled up any of the orders. I've just been looking for tracking. That's it.
When you like open it, you just see like the order. So unless you've
Mhm.
actually like scrolled down, you won't see it all.
Yep. Also, just a caveat to those numbers, it doesn't mean the product's not working if the numbers aren't going down. It really is just an AI tool, the analysis to help. And depending on what your face looks like that day, lots of different factors. Like mine one day, I'm like, my face feels like a baby's butt and it says my hydration is 100, like meaning the worst. Um, but it could have just been, I was looking dry and dull and so it doesn't necessarily I've been trying to have my customers really do take before and after or before and during and before and during and during for themselves and then how they feel rather than because some people I'm like a really numbers based type brain and so I was getting so hung up on the numbers and I'm like, but I can see my skin looks and feels better. So just a little caveat on that. Yeah, Debbie.
Also, I just wanted to add to for the in labs because we don't know what all of the actives are. If you click on the little icon, it actually gives you a description of what the active is in the in lab. So, like number 13 for my daughter was like sensitivity and redness and dryness for under 20 years old.
Oh my
So, it does go into like
gosh.
a pretty nice little description there since there's so many more actives in the in lab.
I did not know that. That might be new.
Maybe. I don't think it was always there because I think I've tried to click it before, but I just clicked it now. And
She is a genius. I mean, we've been asking for
Yeah.
that, so maybe that's new, but if not, hey, congrats on finding it.
I found it just now. So I
Yes.
figured I'd share.
Debbie, that is absolutely a very common thing. People are asking for an explanation that states the higher the number, the more the need. Yes, that is a really good point.
Yeah, because we're used to like, oh, I got 100%. I did great. And it's kind of opposite of what you think.
Yeah. And like, is it a percent or yeah, more customer intuitiveness for sure. They actually have a consultant coming from like a Shopify expert to work on some things like that. So that'll be exciting. Yeah, Penny, that's why I've been trying to make sure I'm having that conversation that we can't just rely, and Joanna is very much upfront about the fact that the AI analysis is a tool to help you know what your skin needs, but it shouldn't be like, oh, well, I can't use it because this said that I needed that instead. You still want to be in control, and also just how you feel and how your skin looks is way more important. Yeah, Yeah, that's actually, Penny, we need to be in communication with our customers. That's one of the reasons that they decided to go into direct sales versus just retail, because they found that in retail establishments, the sales reps didn't have any type of connection or any loyalty to the customer. And so they were just basically sending them on their way. And it was not creating the best customer experience for this type of product line. So that's what we're here for. Anybody do any events in the last couple weeks?
I actually have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Hi.
Hi.
So if I recall correctly, our first incentive time period is through the end of May,
Mm-hmm.
correct? Okay.
Yes.
And does that include like our enrollment orders and whatever orders we've placed as well, including our customers?
It does not include your kit, but it includes everything else. So anything that you would have gotten a 25% commission on is included in that number. Yes.
Okay, and then lastly, where can we see a total of that? I mean, I know I can go in and add it up myself, but
Well,
is that
that's
the
the
only
way
way?
right now.
Okay, all right, I can do
It
that.
was on my list to ask if we could get a tracker though, because I know they can make a tracker because there's one for the new incentive and it works perfectly already. So that was on my list for today's meeting. Can we get an Abby Accelerate tracker?
Okay, okay, but we'll just do it the calculator way for now.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right.
I think Abby Accelerate was kind of like our thing that we were pushing, and it was kind of like an extra and not really on top of their mind, but we're gonna make it on top of their mind. Penny, yes, it is $500 and it was April and May combined because April was kind of like a soft launch month, kind of glitchy. And we also decided that going forward, I know Debbie, me too. Going forward, it will be the person's first month and then like whenever they join, and then the first full month that will be included for their first tier. So $500. So if they join on May 27th today, they really have the rest of May and all of June. No, Penny, good question. PV, no, PV is this is we don't want the numbers to be communicated this way. That's how they are though. PV, let me go in, is hold on. Mine looks a little different. So when you log into your first screen, PV is your performance commission. So your number you're looking at for like right when you go in is sales, but also um, PPV is personal PV, right, Amber?
Yeah,
Is that the same thing as sales though?
it makes my mind go.
I know it was separating your own orders from your customer orders. I know clearly we don't have a good grasp on it either. Penny, it was separating out your orders and then your customer orders were under sales. But I don't know if that's still the case because I don't think that I have ordered 111 PV in my own. I need to ask Tony. Yes, I know. I know. Sales should be your total customer sales for the month, and mine are correct when I look at that for this month. And then if you go back to April, I guess you really can't see sales. I'll ask. Sorry, it's a lot on this chart.
Yeah, they were supposed to be making some updates and everything, so hopefully it'll get a little more user friendly. And then we need to get Tony to do a nice comp plan training.
I understand the comp plan. I just don't understand all the abbreviations on the reports because
Yeah,
those are not all. Yeah,
no, I agree. There's too many numbers there.
yeah, it's a lot. Customer ambassador, then customer point value, then personal. Yeah, it's a lot. I know, Penny, we do. I know. I'll ask today. It's the best I can do. I'm not really sure how else to answer it. You're welcome. I wish we just had a tracker on the screen. That'd be great. All right. Well, we have a meeting actually started 1 minute ago, but thank you guys so much for joining us this Tuesday. I hope you had a great long weekend. And I have a list of questions, and we will try to communicate those to you as soon as we find the answers.
Good to see all your faces.
Yes. Of course. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.